Upstream Pre-Intermediate.
Module 1. People of the World.
Do you like the taste of a big and busy city, or are you the kind that prefers it quiet and peaceful? Let's take a look at a couple of places so you can decide for yourself.
This is Sheffield. It's a big city in the north of England. About 800,000 people live and work in Sheffield. There are wide, busy roads and trams to take people around the city. Sheffield is a lively place with lots of department stores. Museums, theatres, big open parks, and a cathedral in the centre. So there's lots to do all year round in Sheffield.
And I'm in Southwold, a small town on the east coast of England. Most of the year, about 3,000 people live here, but in the summer months, when the holiday visitors arrive, the population can double to around 6,000. The streets are narrow and the shops are small. Lots of people in Southwold live in houses, but there are also some small picturesque cottages. And I can tell you, it's not as noisy as a big city. For entertainment, there are a few restaurants and cafes to visit. And there's even a long pebbly beach where you can go for a walk in summer or in winter. So what's the place you'd like best?
All in a day's work. This is Helen.
Hello, my name's Helen. I'm a hotel receptionist.
A hotel receptionist is someone who deals with guests in a hotel. Hotel receptionists need to be pleasant and polite because they have to make people feel welcome. What does Justin do?
Hi, I'm Justin and I'm a florist.
A florist is someone who sells flowers. Florists need to be imaginative because they have to make beautiful flower arrangements. This is Steve.
Hello, my name's Steve and I'm a cameraman.
A cameraman is someone who films people and places. Cameramen need to be creative because their work gives a film its character. What does Tony do?
Hi, I'm Tony and I'm a fitness instructor.
A fitness instructor is someone who helps people work out at the gym. Fitness instructors need to know a lot about the human body because they have to tell people how to exercise. Let's have another look. Can you complete the sentences? Here we go. This is Helen. Helen is a hotel receptionist. She needs to be pleasant and polite because she has to make people feel welcome. This is Justin. Justin is a florist. He needs to be imaginative because he has to make beautiful flower arrangements. This is Steve. Steve is a cameraman. He needs to be creative because his work gives a film its character. And this is Tony. Tony is a fitness instructor. He needs to know a lot about the human body because he has to tell people how to exercise.
Now then, how do you get a job? You can read the appointments section of newspapers like this, or you could go to your local job centre. But some people go to an employment agency. Employment agencies will do all the searching for you. This is how it works.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Take a seat.
Thank you. I'd like to register with your employment agency, please.
Certainly. What's your name, please?
Robert Elliott.
Okay, Robert. And what kind of work can you do?
Well, I'm a computer programmer, but I've also had a lot of experience in administration.
Okay, that's fine. And what hours are you willing to work?
Well, I prefer to start in the mornings and go through to early evenings, but obviously if it was necessary, I could start in the afternoons and go through to later in the day.
Okay, then that's fine.
And do you charge a registration fee?
No, we don't. Registration is completely free.
Right, that's fine.
Okay, let's have a look at the database and see what we can find you.
Well, it looks as if Robert's search was successful because he's got an interview with a very big company.
Hi, you must be Robert.
Yeah, that's right.
Chris Chandler, Head of IT Department. Okay, so what experience then do you have in computer programming?
Well, over the past 3 years, I've had a lot of experience of many different programming languages.
Okay, so what's the attraction then for working for our company?
Well, I've seen some of the computer games you've come up with, and therefore I think you're a very youthful, ambitious company with very good prospects.
Okay, excellent. So, I need somebody to work right away. Do you think you can do that?
Certainly, yeah.
Okay, we'll have your salary on $1,400 a month to start with. Does that sound good?
That sounds fine.
Okay, what I'm going to have you doing is you'll be working in the game section of our department, working on the new projects.
Mm-hmm.
So why don't you come in Monday?
Yes.
Say 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
And I'll introduce you to our colleagues, okay?
That sounds fine.
Thanks,
Thank
Robert.
you.
Welcome aboard.
Good news for Robert. He got the job. But just what does it take to be good at what you do?
It's a Luke Palmer Street Survey.
What's your job?
I'm a parking inspector.
So what's a typical day at work for you?
Well, I patrol the council's car parks. I make sure that everybody has bought a ticket and paid the right price for parking. I check the machines are working, and if they're not working, I fix them as best as I can. And apart from that, I help people who come into the car parks with whatever they want to know. I give them directions.
What's your job?
I'm an environmental scientist.
So what's a typical day at work for you?
A typical day, I spend quite a lot of time checking local pollution levels and devising strategies for local pollution control.
So what does it take to be a good environmental scientist?
It really takes a thorough understanding of the environment.
What's your job?
Jobs and skills, all in a day's work. Here's Auntie Janet. Auntie Janet's fascinating facts.
Some people work harder than most. Take Benjamin Franklin, for example. He was renowned during his lifetime for being a soldier, a scientist, and a famous politician. He started working for his father at the age of 10. He used to spend his days making candles and soap. Or how about Picasso, the famous artist? He produced 13,500 paintings in his lifetime, and he also made 300 works of sculpture. Wow.